Naval experts are watching Japan with surprise and interest as, for the first time since W2, it fields aircraft carriers capable of launching fixed-wing jets. The JS Kaga and JS Izumo, once helicopter destroyers, have been cleverly converted into light aircraft carriers. This marks a dramatic shift for Japan, whose post-war constitution long banned offensive weapons like carriers. But with Asia's security landscape changing, Japan has re-evaluated its defense needs. The new carriers give Japan a mobile platform to project air power, defend remote islands, and support allies. Experts are now analyzing the ship's designs, new aircraft, and the doctrine behind their use. Japan has methodically re-entered the exclusive club of carrier navies. The JMSDF's careful planning and incremental steps made this possible, always staying within constitutional limits, until now. The successful conversion of JS Kaga is concrete proof of Japan's new ambitions. This move has reset expectations and sparked new debate about power in the Indo-Pacific. The world is watching as Japan's naval strategy enters a bold new era. To grasp the significance of Japan's new carriers, we must look back to 1945, when the Imperial Japanese Navy was dismantled and Japan's constitution renounced war. For decades, this meant no offensive military capabilities, especially not aircraft carriers. Japan's self-defense forces focused on protecting the homeland, with the JMSDF specializing in anti-submarine warfare and supporting the U.S. The Cold War slowly shifted this stance, as Japan became a key U.S. partner in Asia. The JMSDF evolved into a world-class navy, building large destroyers and helicopter carriers, carefully avoiding the term aircraft carrier. Rising threats from China and North Korea led to a reinterpretation of Article 9, allowing carriers for defensive purposes. This legal and political shift paved the way for Japan's return to carrier aviation. Now, the JMSDF openly pursues its own carriers, marking a historic transformation. Japan's new carriers began as helicopter destroyers, but their design always hinted at future conversion. With full-length flight decks and large elevators, the Izumo-class ships were built fitted for, but not with, fixed-wing aircraft. The conversion was a major engineering feat. The flight deck was reshaped and reinforced to handle the F-35B's intense heat and vertical landings. New lighting, deck markings, and heat-resistant coatings were added. Internally, hangars were reconfigured and munitions and fuel storage expanded for fighter operations. These changes, though subtle from the outside, were critical for transforming the ships into true light carriers. The result: Japan now has vessels ready for a new era of naval aviation. This transformation was meticulous, deliberate, and largely unnoticed. Until now. The world is seeing the results of years of quiet preparation. Japan's carriers are now ready for action. At the heart of Japan's carrier capability is the F-35B Lightning II, a fifth-generation stealth fighter with short takeoff and vertical landing. The F-35B's STOVL ability lets it operate from the Izumo-class ships, which lack catapults and arresting wires. Its stealth and advanced sensors make it a powerful strike and intelligence platform. With F-35Bs at sea, Japan can defend its remote southern islands, many without runways, by quickly establishing air superiority. This is a major deterrent, signaling Japan's resolve to defend its territory. Integration with the U.S. has been key. U.S. Marine F-35Bs conducted the first trials on JS Kaga, proving the concept. Joint training builds the skills and procedures needed for complex carrier operations. The result is seamless interoperability between U.S. and Japanese forces. Together, they form a formidable team in the Pacific. Japan's new carriers are more than floating airfields. They're packed with advanced technology for modern warfare. Specialized weapons elevators, upgraded combat systems, and advanced radar give them high sortie rates and situational awareness. Integrated command networks allow real-time coordination with the fleet and F-35Bs. The carriers will serve as the centerpiece of strike groups, protected by destroyers and submarines. Japan is also exploring drones for reconnaissance and electronic warfare, planning for the next evolution of naval aviation. This high-tech focus contrasts with the U.S. Navy's recent struggles with supercarrier technology. By choosing the proven STOVL model, Japan avoids many pitfalls and gains flexibility. The result: agile, networked carriers tailored to Asia-Pacific challenges. Japan's new carriers mark a profound shift in the Indo-Pacific strategic balance. They give Japan credible power projection for the first time in nearly 80 years, not for aggression, but for modern defense. The carriers signal to China and others that Japan is committed to regional security and freedom of navigation. The US welcomes this, as a stronger Japan shares the security burden and enhances allied power. Seamless operations with US forces complicate adversaries' calculations and strengthen deterrence. For China, Japan's carriers are a new challenge, especially around contested island chains. Though smaller than Chinese carriers, Japan's are highly mobile and well defended. The JS Kaga and Izumo are more than warships. They're symbols of a confident, advanced Japan ready to shape its own destiny. This new capability shifts Japan from passive partner to active security provider. The world is watching as Japanese carriers redefine the region's future.